That Andrew Wiggins dunk in this game perfectly sums up how the series has been going for both sides.
I think it's the right time to say this. Rest in peace, Mavs.
Rest in peace indeed, man. Look, I would say both of us, but even I think we as basketball enthusiasts around the world had a little bit of hope in the Luka magic, you know what I mean, and the Jason Kidd coaching and the rest of the Dallas team, that they would be able to come together and possibly give us a series. But that's not what happened at all today.
Maybe not at all. The first half, Dallas, they were having that.
It don't matter what happens in the first half.
You know, because you were saying it didn't matter at all. I'm saying, okay, I'm talking about the whole game.
Okay.
Like, no, man. The Mavs, it looked like in the first half.
There was a little potential.
Yeah. I mean, Luka didn't get off to too much of a hot start. But Jalen Brunson, Spencer Dinwiddie, it seems like, they were here to ball today. And the one thing, and I know Stan Van Gundy was bringing this up, was the Mavs were being a lot more aggressive and attacking the paint, which is good for them because they're a 3-point making squad. You attack the paint, it's gonna clear up, everything else for your shooters, and it was looking good. And then
Warriors decided to play some real defense in the third quarter, and they shut shit down. Warriors were looking so good. Clay. Look, yesterday I said this about Victor Oladipo. Came back from his injury, and Oladipo has been looking really good on the defensive end, and he's slowly getting... It's been taking him longer, but he's also getting his feet wet with the offensive end, but it seems like the defensive side of his game is coming back quicker.
Yeah.
Same shit with Clay. We've seen some highlights already from his offensive side. Game 6, Clay showed up in the last round, but his defense, man, is coming back quicker. And today there was one beautiful replay that they showed at one point, and I remember already enjoying it, seeing it live, but then watching the replay just made me admire it even more. And it was just it was him and Luka, and him and Brunson.
I think it was him and Luka.
It was him and Luka, right? In the fourth quarter.
I think it was around the fourth quarters,
and he stays in front of him the entire time.
It was Wiggins and Klay Thompson. There was a series that the Mavs made. They attempted 2 shots. They missed the first one. Somebody got the offensive rebounds for the Mavs. And what did the Warriors do, man? They calmed down, get back on their stance, and lock shit down.
See, that's not. I'm talking about the one. I think it was Luka going head to head to Clay, and Clay Luka's trying to push him down, doing a little shoulder thing he does, and Clay just makes sure to stay in front of him no matter what, and he doesn't budge. He doesn't budge. It's like Clay was a fucking wall, and he's moving diagonally, he's leaning, but he's still able to stay in front of Luka no matter what, and he doesn't budge when Luka pushes back, puts his shoulder down. And I was like, damn, man, if Clay's playing this defense in the finals, watch out for whoever comes out of the finals, because none of those two teams have reliable scorers other than their stars. You know what I mean? Well, Celtics got Brown, but if he shuts down Tatum, I'm sorry, I just don't see the Celtics getting the ball rolling as much. They need Tatum.
We'll see about that. That series still hasn't been decided, and if it's
Miami, what, bro? If he does it on Jimmy, then they really don't have Tomorrow we'll see if Bam can keep this up. But if Bam doesn't keep this up, I'm calling Pat and I'm gonna tell him, bro, it's time. Put that man on the trade block.
You know what? There's the one heat take that I will agree with you, because Golden State. And before I say what I'm gonna say, guys, I know it's not the smoothest transition, but it's something I do gotta say. We've been doing reaction videos to every single playoff game
since the first round.
Yes, sir. So you already know, for the remainder of the Eastern Conference Finals and the Western Conference Finals, even though for some, it looks like it's over, but who knows?
And next regular season, we're going to be reacting to every single game. No, I'm just kidding.
No. Shit.
Maybe if it was our full-time jobs. Even then, I think that'd be impossible.
Even then. But I know something that is definitely possible is for you guys to hit that sub, hit that bell notification.
Facts.
Whether you're a Mavs fan, Warriors fan, just a basketball fan in general, if you need a reaction video, we got you. And just basketball content, period.
Heads up, now that we have crossed the K on the channel, we shout out to new followers because the momentum's been serious after that.
Yeah.
Let us know if we were to do live, like watch live. I don't know how you would call it, live streams during games during the finals. Maybe towards the end of the conference finals, but it seems like this one's definitely gonna wrap up soon. It seems.
It looks like it.
Tell us if you would rather watch us do it. Like if you want to join us. First of all, if you want to join us, because I want to get an actual like readout on like, okay, do people even want to like chill with us while watching the game? Because we'll do that. We're down, and then we'll still do the after game reactions for everybody else. And if you guys are down, let me know on what platform. We're discussing either now that we can do it on YouTube Live, or do you rather see it on Twitch? And then on Twitch we can try to reach out for a new audience. It's something that's been in mind for a bit, but we've never taken too serious because, like, focus on one platform at a time. But yeah,
got you. All right, and to go back on the Warriors, I've been telling you, man, the Golden State Warriors is the one. And shit, it's not me, be a bandwagoner right now. I've been saying this for quite a while. The Golden State's the one team that I'm scared of. All right, and like you already saw this, man. When you said like about the Heat can hold no candle versus the Bucks or Celtics, are like, psst, we could beat them. Golden State,
reality setting in.
I'm like, bro,
especially with how they've been playing this entire postseason.
Like if Bam doesn't grow a pair, and plays like the man that he really is, they could sweep us. They're that good.
Oh yeah.
But
even if they don't, like, they got too much firepower, man.
For the Heat to have a chance, Jimmy, obviously we got to beat the Celtics first. I'm not gonna assume that series is far from over.
Facts.
Jimmy Butler's gonna have to play MVP Jimmy Butler, like in postseason, he elevates his fucking game to that type of level, and Bam's gonna have to play like Bam, and your boy Hero. He needs to step the fuck up. Yeah, but anyways, there's not a Heat episode.
One thing I would look forward in that series though is to see Wiggins versus Bam. That would be a fun matchup to witness. Wiggins, he's a good defender, and he's got the body, the size and the body type to put on Bam. Obviously Draymond's gonna be put on Bam too.
Yeah.
And I want to see if Wiggins steps up to the plate and really like shut shit down. And shows how much of a defensive stopper he can be, because Wiggins is no slouch on D. Not since he's been on the Warriors.
I want to see more Green versus Butler, man. Those two are like just.
I just don't think Draymond Green can keep up with Butler like that. To be honest, like he'll be put on him a few times, but to keep up with him, nah. If Wiggins doesn't go on him, then Clay would be on Butler. Yeah. That would be exciting.
Yeah,
that would be exciting. Unfortunately, I don't think we're gonna get that trilogy of the Mavs versus the Heat. Look, I'm gonna say this: Luka Doncic has the opportunity to make history. And if Luka Doncic can come back from 3-0 to make it to the finals, greatest player on the planet, right there. Right there. It was already set on in board that everybody was already ready to crown him as best player on the planet if he reached the finals. Period.
Not even Jordan.
But yeah. Now if he comes back from 3-0 at 23 years old, nah, man. Nah. That's the GOAT right now in the league. And at that point, I'd be like, I don't care if it's the Heat or Celtics, the Mavs are winning up, because that'd be some crazy momentum.
Yeah, you beat. I'm like the demigod just shut down.
The demigod evolved to a full-on god at that point.
For real.
But
fucking big game.
Let's be honest, I just don't think it's gonna happen.
No.
But there's a lot of takeaways that the Mavs will have, and Mavs fans should have by the end of this series if it ends the next one.
Kudos to the Mavs, man. They more than exceeded expectations. Facts. Like some people had them getting eliminated in the first round.
I mean, they weren't supposed to beat the Suns. Yeah. The Suns were the technical best team in the regular season.
But this series definitely shows how much the Mavericks missed Tim Hardaway Jr. I know people talk about Jalen Brunson, that he has shown this postseason that he's a reliable Robin, if you want to go with that route. But a lot of people have forgotten, Hardaway Jr., he was like the second or third scorer for the Mavs. And look, man, like
the Mavs are just a few key pieces. I would say 2 to 3 max key pieces of becoming legitimate contenders.
Yeah.
I would keep Brunson actually. Yeah. And I think one thing I did see someone tweet that I semi agree with, because it's crossed my mind, but I never fully was on board with it. But if Brunson becomes the ball handler more so than Doncic, and the offense starts going through Brunson instead of Doncic, because I do believe if Doncic can play better and more off ball, the Mavs will have a lot more chances of just surprising teams with Luka doing shit. It's the same thing that we learned with Steph Curry and the Warriors. You know what I mean? Steph Curry became this offensive master, not just because he can make almost any shot he decides. He has some really nice threes in this game, but it's because he plays off the ball, and he can literally be at one spot, and then you turn your back, boom, he's at the next spot. And because he's so fucking, first of all, trigger happy with a shot, but also such a quick release and such a perfect form, it's impossible to kind of stop him. You know what I mean? And on top of that, he can still handle you one-on-one a lot of times.
This is a random thought, but you know what? Another player. I know we brought up Jokic, but one guy I would love Luka to team up with. And the guy that I'm about to bring up right now, his franchise right now is a fucking dumpster fire.
Oh, so it's not Ja.
Yeah, Joel Embiid.
Oh, I think we have talked about this, dude. Yes, because I think we're both if Luka and Embiid ever team, Embiid's ready to ride Philly. Look, if you don't think Embiid's ready to ride out of Philly, you are dead wrong. I don't care. Everyone can have their opinions. That is a wrong opinion. That's
a sinking ship.
Yeah, and Embiid is not going to be stupid and stay there. If Embiid joins Dallas,
the Mavs need size, man. Shit. If their threes are not going in, I can't name somebody better than Embiid that you throw it there down in the post, it'll get you a bucket.
Embiid and Luka is what Mark Cuban was praying Kristaps and Luka could have been. Yeah. And on top of that, even higher potential, because Embiid shits on Kristaps Porzingis' even peak. You know what I mean? And let's not forget, Kristaps did have a great peak when he was peaking, because for those who don't remember or might have forgotten, Kevin Durant was the one that nicknamed the unicorn to Kristaps, and then that's how the unicorn thing really started getting back into play and used in basketball terminology.
Too bad he wasted those years in New York.
Yeah, and then the injury just got too bad, but whatever.
Exactly. But anyways, how many do you see the Mavs maybe?
I think the Mavs win next game.
Okay.
No, I really do. I have a heart do I think they can get swept? Of course. But first of all, they're still at home. Second of all, I have a hard time just accepting the fact that Luka would just fucking end his first Western Conference Finals appearance with a sweep. I just don't see it happening. He's a winner's mindset guy, and even if he knows this is a losing series, he's still gonna put all his marbles in one basket and just just go for it. All right, let me at least get one winning hand before they kick me out of this table.
That's the thing, man. He has been doing the man. It's not like he's been
go
No, he's been doing that, man. He's been dropped. I think it's the third game or second game that he's dropped 40 plus. And I'm like,
yeah, it's insane.
I'm like,
at least second game.
I mean, unless Luka's gonna clone himself, man, I don't think there's anything else. I don't think he could do.
I mean,
something that
today, the fact that Dinwiddie and Bronson went off for 20 plus, it's fuck.
For them to have a chance, we're gonna need Dinwiddie and Brunson to do the same thing, and Bullock, man,
he has to show up at least some points on the board.
Reggie Bullock, man, you can't go over 10 from 3 again, man. You did good in game 2, you made 6. You're gonna have to do something else as that.
He was 0 from 10.
Something like that at the time that I was
0
watching.
of 7 from 3. No, that was his end result.
I'm
0 for 10.
But I think Golden State gets the message that look. They have some injured players. They have Gary Payton II. They have Otto Porter Jr. going with the injuries as well. They got to go for the kill, man. Sweep the Mavs. Get some much-needed rest for the finals, because whoever you're going to face in the East, I know they're Golden State's a more talented team, The Boston Celtics and the Miami Heat, they're both
gritty as fuck.
Gritty as fuck. Defense first teams. Like, that's going to be a dogfight.
Yeah.
So you're going to need some rest.
They're not going to back down. Because not only are the defense first, the Suns, they were defensive team too. They back down because they just don't have that tenacity. But both Celtics and Heat, they got dogs on both sides. That's why the Eastern Conference Finals is 10 times more interesting than this bullshit that we're witnessing on the Western side.
Yeah.
But honestly, bro, I really think that the Warriors are trying to send out a message. I really think that they're just like, we are back. I think they're ready to put that stamp worldwide for everybody watching. They know this is the biggest stage, and it's only going to get bigger because the next stage is the biggest one ever, the finals. And it's like, hey, let everybody know, let casuals know, let diehards know that the Warriors are back. The dynasty has been reconstructed, and still the same emperor, but a new squad around that emperor that is going to keep this emperor in play. You know what I mean?
No, I got you. This will be the last thing I'll say regarding a potential finals series. There is no team I could imagine better for the Miami Heat to make their point, to shut everybody up and be like, you motherfuckers slept on us?
Oh, yeah. If they beat the Warriors, that'd be insane.
See who we took down.
Or the Celtics, because everybody was ready. Just a couple months ago, break up Brown, break up Tatum.
That too.
I was on that boat. I've been preaching that for years. I know yesterday a lot of you guys are like, oh, you're not a Heat fan, or like, I'm too high on the Celtics. I clarified in that video, if you watch the whole thing, I have never been really high on these Celtics until this postseason. We are all witnessing a different Celtics team. Now, what I also did bring up yesterday was the Heat they're like a little kryptonite. And maybe I'll bring it up tomorrow depending on how tomorrow's games plays out. But somehow the Heat bring out the old Celtics in them, meaning like they crumble. Just like LeBron, no matter how great of a season Raptors used to have, they would face LeBron in the postseason and they would shrivel up and go back to their old. It was insane. They
go from a lion to a little kitty cat.
Yeah, it's like a kid when he has a crush and then like he might be feeling himself one day or a couple of months and then he's like, yeah, today's the day I'm gonna ask her or ask him out. And then they get too shy. You know what I mean? They crumble under the moment and all the old insecurities or whatever just come back. So we'll see if that happens tomorrow for the Celtics, and yeah, we'll just see if the Warriors just stamp out anyone. You know what else I was thinking too? No, like just randomly, how we were talking about Embiid leaving Philly. Just imagine, this is not gonna happen, guys, but just imagine if Embiid joined the Warriors, because they can slot him in. They don't have any special bigs. Wiseman ain't gonna be it. Just imagine.
And they have the things to trade for him.
Joel Embiid.
They offer Wiseman, Jordan Poole, put some salary in there and put some picks.
And seeing how the Warriors operate, they might not even like have to lose Poole. Maybe Wiggins, or maybe they lose Poole, but now you know what I mean. I think it's possible. Just how Pat Riley does some crazy ass weird deals that you're just like, how the fuck did that happen? I think the Warriors also have that power to be able to at least have one of those.
If that happens, God damn it, man, we're back to
Thompson, Curry, Green, and Embiid.
I'm gonna hate the NBA again, man. I'm like, no, man, no.
That's true. That's true. Don't worry, guys. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen.
I like this Warriors team, but it's like it feels like I don't know. It feels.
Yeah.
It feels less artificial.
You know who should get Joel Embiid though? LeBron. Although I really think he should leave the Lakers, but that's not gonna happen from what it seems. But I'm sorry, LeBron, bro, leave. Return to Miami.
No, you can stay the hell away.
Return
from Miami.
to Cleveland. They got a nice little. You wouldn't want LeBron in Miami. I think LeBron would be an excellent vet to have in Miami. He's not going to get the same max and presence and not respect, but like hype. Oh, he's still gonna get a lot of hype, but the same hype as you know did if you returned a couple years ago. But you slot him in. Oh, and the same positioning in terms of like gameplay and stuff for the Heat.
Look, man, LeBron
would be immense for the Heat.
LeBron has shown with his Lakers standard that he's no longer the LeBron that he by himself can take your ass to the finals.
Yeah, but we don't need him for that. Like on this Heat squad with Butler, LeBron, Bam, Ty,
man, with the way how he's playing right now, man, I want to throw him back in the trade block again, man. I'm like,
he'll have his thing.
You give me Bradley Beal.
Look, Dinwiddie had disappeared for a while, and he's been consistent in this series.
Gotcha.
And then same on the Warriors side, I would say Poole's been up and down. Wiggins been consistent in this series. You know what I mean? He's been showing up. That's why he was an all-star. I'm not gonna lie. I was one of those people that kind of ragged on like, damn, he's an all-star. Like, man, there are a lot of other people I would have preferred
Tyler
the all-star game. Well, on the West Coast, has to be on the West.
No, I get you.
But
all right.
27 points, 11 rebounds, 3 assists, 11 of 20 from field goals. That's some all-star numbers in a Game 3 win in the Western Conference Finals. Think about that shit.
In a hostile environment.
Yeah. Got fucked up, Wolves. No, I'm just kidding. It was the best thing for him to leave.
For real, man.
Now, where does Zach LaVine go? That's the next one.
No, this means that De'Aaron Fox needs to get the fuck out of Sacramento. Man. Actually, no. He's actually with Sabonis. Actually, no. That's a pretty good duo. Never mind.
Sacramento ain't gonna do shit.
That's Sacramento, though. Anyways, guys, I know. Sorry about the little rant that we went on, I guess, from NBA, but I guess that's it, man.
It's basketball talk, man.
It's just basketball
it's like,
talk.
What more? Let's be honest, guys. Like, what more do you guys want us to talk about in this game and in this series? The series is done. 3-0. You guys want to put money on it? This is my cash out. No, I'm just kidding.
Like Mavs fans, I'm trying to be.
If history is made, we'll be hyped as fuck in the Game 7. We'll be super hyped. But until then,
like, I'm trying to be nice, Mavs fans. Like, this is like the one series I did not want it to be a sweep, and like
I didn't want any of them to be a sweep.
But yeah, man, things are not. I think the train stops here. But anyways, Mavs fans, what do you guys think you guys can do better to extend this series as much as you guys can? Warriors fans, what do you guys think your team has to do to end the series in 4?
I'm so curious to see what a fan's take is on what they believe the Mavs should do or can do differently to at least win more than one game.
Yeah, live to
because you can win one game with Luka just having an amazing like fucking some points. Crazy a 60-point game. Shit, maybe 70. That'd be good. Would love to witness that. And Warriors fans, who would you rather see in the finals? You rather see the Heat or you rather see the Celtics? That's a good question.
Or it don't matter. You guys are gonna kick their asses.
They're probably gonna say that, but like honestly, guys, who would you rather face? Yeah. And why? Like, is it because they're an easier matchup, or do you just think that would be funner to watch, or like like everybody has different reasons? Yeah. Let us know.
But either way, guys, appreciate all the love and the hate. You guys already know: Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, all podcast streaming platforms. We'll catch you guys soon. For now,
take care.